Give it up for David! Hola, ¿cómo están? What's up, y'all? My name is David Dilin. I'm a poet out of IE. I got some words for y'all today. It started with division. Never did they mention that division begins with a whole. But all I saw was a whole lot of parts. A summation of broken hearts that couldn't just be pieced together like a yin and yang, but that didn't keep me from trying. And trying didn't keep my heart from crying, and crying didn't keep my love from dying when involuntary prenuptial disease hit like past tense French sentences subject to no agreement. Forcing me to agree with such things unequally yoked. This was not love, this was infatuation. My heart filled up so much that the price of true love goes up in and all around inflation. So when poetry is read in an expression of my appreciation, bubbles burst and cause great depression. My heart's already broke. I've cashed too many reality checks in and invested them in women, indebted to those who had a high rate of interest but no room for commitment. But then when she cashed in pennies for my thoughts on love, I walked on love and fell into commodity. We got cool with the humbling harmony of the end of the dichotomy of the unknown hovering above us. Such covering shall enclose us, but our loving shall expose us to a degree that's antonymous to 0 Kelvin. High degrees like PhDs from heat waves sparkling heat waved across moonlit parks to catch the attention of a woman among women. Vivid visions defined her before a time in which I could find her, so recognition would be evident when encountering evidence of her presence. Such essence was a familiarity, and I cared to be aware when she appeared so apparently. Thoughts came abruptly, erupting the inactive volcanoes of a man's passion. We were latched in hand, our limbs entwined like the fine vines of grapes to make fine wine to spill on fine linens when getting it in. Can we pretend? We pretend that love is more than just physical attraction. In fact, I believe love is not just attraction, but the traction caused by two lovers when loving each other through the emotion behind their actions. But that's just the background to that sound. The soundless, boundless, resounding sound of a crowned king and queen making love until love is seen through a child weaned. Marriage is seen as credibility plus credibility. They invest their love in this credit union. A child, they produce a profit with pockets full of reality checks, making predictions on what's to come next in this economic forecast. If I were to economically advise you, I would say to invest in true love. 0 down, slight monthly payments for dates and the like, but we guarantee a return. Love is faithful, not wasteful. It is reciprocal, not physical. It is freely given, but more than you could pay for. Not sold in stores, but always within your budget. You receive it from one and give it to another. This bond can bail you out of debt, I promise. Economics for lovers. Here's some information. A polyglot is described as a mixture or confusion of languages, also as someone who speaks multiple languages. Some of you may know me as a Korean-speaking poet, but this is for my polyglots. To the one who says, I won't let cultural boundaries bound me. We prove mathematics is a lexical art. We know what happened when B.F. Skinner and Noam Chomsky finally have an agreement. We are irregular. So put us in our separate bracket and know that you can't conjugate us. I went to school in Diamond Bar, jealous of the other students, their tongues dripping with the milk and honey of a linguistic culture. They whispered unintelligible beauties between each other for none to understand. They blew transliterated word bubbles from their mouths only to tease me, but I could never really prove that they were talking about me, so my only defense was to take the only ammo black folks had. I wrote back in an ink, bleeding with the phonics of an ebonic tonic. My rhyme scheme was my Chinese, accented our British linguistics. Every emission, my ammunition, diminished the cognition, had them wishing I was staying to finish. Hip-hop culture, you feel it. But I didn't finish with that. I took home court back with the advantage of Spanish. Y ahora hablo con acento puertorriqueño que nadie puede entender. Addicted to speaking in code, I began to see in Korean, teaching Korean children their own native language, and from then, I couldn't stop. I couldn't let you stop me from embracing these cultures that have made me, from embracing the God who gave me this gift. You see, you can run the path of your race, but it will never tell you where you belong. When you get caught up in race, you'll get lost in translation. Our real difference, our real separation is found in between the lines of our blank pages. It is in the translation of our sound waves, the way our thoughts get the answer, the way our voice is a cancer to those who don't understand you, the way God looks. When we act like we don't understand him when we really do. You see, we speak many a language, but our anguish can never be translated or transcripted into a script as illiterate as an ignorant interpretation. We can't let them stop us from embracing these cultures that have made us. The switch of the hip in a Latin salsa made us the parlez-vous in every conversation, made us the he, yes, the he of the Hebrew language. We know you'll cringe at our presence, but that's what makes us beautiful. We are la cultura de los hispanohablantes. We are the número de conjugadas, substitución mamá mamá, sepan siempre que cantamos, pero andamos, vamos a line up of the day domingo. We are ones feet back our head to the hot pulse. The pulse that has known our ancestors and teaches us their passion, because race can only run skin deep. Pero la cultura está siempre en el corazón, but the culture is always in the heart, but the culture is always in the...
Give it up for David. So I know a lot of your inspiration came from, like, you know, just meeting me today, which is great. You made all that up on the spot, just from, like, my experience that I told you about. But like, there's that mic. Like, where did your inspiration come from? Like, where did you get started? How did you get started?
Well, I kind of got started on Tumblr, just like writing prose and a little bit of poetry, and then inspired by some poets I listened to, like Dennis and Kane, and this one girl on Tumblr named Kalina Nicole, if anyone knows her. No? Alright, so, but yeah, so I was just really inspired to just write my own pieces, and from then I just kept building and getting inspiration from God about certain pieces that I needed to write that were on my heart, and you know, just kind of bringing the message that God puts on my heart to anyone and everyone, no matter what their background or anything is. So that's where I kind of draw inspiration from. Yeah, I got lots of plugs. Okay, so I'm on everything. You can just, like, honestly, SoundCloud, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all David Dilin. So if you Google it, everything will come up. It's DavidDilin, DavidDilin. Yeah. So, thank you, everyone, so much.